Happy Tuesday, friends! Thanks so much for joining me today. So in today's card tutorial, we're going to be making a super easy, super quick card that can be used for any occasion. All you have to do is change the stamp sets or the DSP, and you have yourself a card. So I'll show that to you in just a minute. I wanted to let you know about the bonus days. They started January 6th and it runs through February 2nd. Then you can redeem them beginning February 3rd. So basically what bonus days are is when you shop in my online store, and the link will be in the description of the video, you can earn a $5 coupon on every $50 purchase. So how cool is that? So let's say your order is $100. Well, you get two $5 coupons. If it's $50, you get one $5 coupon. It is before shipping and handling though. So, and then you can bunch those $5 coupons up that you receive, and you could redeem them during February 3rd to the 28th on anything you like in my store. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. All right, so for today's card, I am going to be using this fun stamp set. It's called Happy Place. This was designed by Sharon Armstrong, who is also a demonstrator once she reached $1 million in sales. So how cool is that? This is such a fun stamp set, and you could use it for so many different things. I'm going to be honest with you, though. This is my first time using it. Can you believe it? I kind of forgot about it, but I'm happy I did, and then I pulled it out. And I'm also using textured notes. I'm just using this as an accent piece on the inside of our card. So those are the stamp sets that I will be using. And keep in mind, you can use anything that you have on hand. So the DSP that I'm using is called, oh, I just had the name on the tip of my tongue, Splash of Sparkles. It's a 12 by 12 DSP, and it's so fun. It's got these fun prints and gold and also holographic images on them. So this is the one side, the other side, and you've got the stripes. How pretty is that? And then you got some nice squares. They're kind of like watercolory. This is fun. This is going to be the one that I am using. And then you've got the back side with some cute bubbles. This one reminds me of cotton candy, or I don't know if you've ever seen, I call it a cotton candy sky. When you get those blues and pinks, oh, it's so gorgeous. Look at this. How cute is that? Bubble bath, I think this is the color. And then we have this one. And then the back side. And then this one here, which is kind of fun. This is the one that's kind of holographic. Well, I think no, I think just this one's pretty holographic. So I don't know if that's picking up. I think it is. But how cool is that, right? How cool. And then the other side. So really fun papers. And that's what we're using today. All right, so let's get started. I'm also using Pool Party and Summer Splash and Basic White. So for the measurements for this card, I will not be giving them to you during the video, but you can certainly find them by signing up for my newsletter, and I share a PDF tutorial with all the instructions, dimensions on it, no instructions, because you can just watch the video, and this is such an easy card, you don't even really need directions. So I'm making this a landscape card. I'll put that aside, and let's start by cutting down this piece here. So with this piece, I'm going to be cutting it this way here. So I just need this to be 2 inches, but I'm going to make it a little bit wider. I'm going to cut off this white. We're going to make it about 3 inches. So I'm going to start off by cutting off the white part. And it's about right there, I think. Move it over just a little bit. It's about 1/4 inch. So there. So that's garbage. I don't need this. Or I could use the other side because it does have those cute bubbles on them. So I will save it for something. I could use it as an accent piece. So I'm going to then spin this around. And like I said, I'm going to cut it at... So I need 2 inches, but I want both these colors. So we're going to just push this over probably about here, which is like 2 not quite 2 7/8 inches. Okay, so again, you know, you play with your DSP however you want. I'm making this a little bit different than my original card. So it will have, I'll put the measurements for the card as is. All right, so now I'm going to cut off this other white. And yes, I know I've got a little piece, a little bit of the gold and Summer Splash and Pool Party. That's okay. I love to save my scraps, but keep in mind we got the other side. All right, so that is going to be, oh, I forgot what my measurements are. This piece is going to be 4 inches, I think it was. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm going to, no, I'm sorry, it's 4 1/4 inches. That's what it is. Yes, okay. So 4 1/4 inches. Okay. I did bring my ruler in here, but I don't think I need that. So this is 4 1/4 inches because it's going to go on our card base just like so. And then if it hangs off, you can always trim it. And the reason it will hang off like that is because of the fold here. And you don't want to come right at the fold. You want to come just like kind of right underneath it. So just like that. So you know what, while I have that there, I think I'm done with the trimming. Let's just adhere this piece down and then we'll trim it. So I hope everybody's doing well. We had a bout of like some warmish weather here in Goshen, New York, which we enjoyed. And it melted all the snow that we had. But I'm sure that we'll get more snow, so I am not worried. Now, I could have trimmed a little bit of the blue off, but that's okay. We'll just leave it there. All right, so I'm going to let that set just for a minute. And I do need another piece for the inside. Yes, I do need another piece for the inside, so let me do that right now. And I probably should have put that on the inside and this on the outside, but that's okay. All right, so we're just going to go, I'm actually going to cut it a hair shorter than 4 1/4. Then I won't have to trim it. Okay, so there we go. Okay, let's put that aside. We'll put this on the inside. Again, as I mentioned, this is going to be a landscape card. So we're going to put that right here. So put some adhesive on this. So let me know what kind of weather you're experiencing in your part of the world. Is it warm? Is it cool? Do you have lots of snow? Not too much snow? Do you like snow? I don't mind snow, but I don't care for ice. Definitely don't care for ice. All right, so that is good. See, by trimming that, I don't get that, you know, it doesn't hang over the edge. But I'm going to trim this up a little. So let's close the adhesive for now. We don't need it. So I'm just going to take my scissors and go along the edge and just trim that, just that hair. Just that. All right, so that is done. That's definitely trash. All right, so let's put that aside. Put our little pieces aside and let's start doing some stamping. Like this piece is going on the inside. So let me do this piece first, and I'm going to use Summer Splash. So the colors I'm using today are Pool Party, Summer Splash, Berry Burst, and Timid Tiger. And I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper, just in case they come off the page. So this is that stamp from Textured Notes, and it's the one that kind of resembles a rope. So we're just going to stamp that all across the bottom there in Summer Splash. Okay, but my card just fell in there. That would not be good. So we're going to spin this around. So let's see. Try to do this without getting my head in the way. That. I'll turn that around. And it's okay if it overlaps. And then we'll do this over here. Okay, all right. Let's leave that open. Just want to clean that off quick. Seemed very juicy, this pad. So I'm just using my chamois to clean that off really quick. There we go. All right, so let's put that aside. All right, next I'm going to take Happy. And this is on the inside. So you know what, let's just adhere this to the inside since it's in my hand. So the Happy stamp is very big and very bold. So it's perfect for this card. All right, so we're just going to center that up about there. And I have some wiggle room if I need it, but it looks pretty good. All right, then we will put this aside to let it dry completely. Okay, so I am going to open up all my stamps, and we are going to color on with our daubers on the word Happy. So let me show you how to do that. Now, this is a red cling rubber stamp. However, you can do this technique also on photopolymer stamps. So let me show you what I'm going to do. All right, so I think I'm going to start with the Pool Party. That's the lightest color. So I'm just going to take off some of the ink on this because I did use it for the Summer Splash and I didn't want to get a new one out. So we're just going to, and you can just wipe it off. I mean, if you want, these come in a pack of 5, so you can actually do one for every color family. Somehow I was doing that and then they got used in a class and, well, you know what happened. You know what happened after that. Okay, so I am basically going to take that. I'm going to ink that up good. So I'm using Pool Party first. And we're just going to add ink right here on the bottom. You can go back and add a little more if you want. All right, so then we're going to do Summer Splash. And because this is a darker color, I didn't have to do anything with it. So we'll add that right there. Okay, and it's just a little. You really don't need that much. Now we're going to do some Berry Burst. I'm going to flip it around just to make it easier. And you can overlap the colors. Okay, and lastly, we will do Timid Tiger. So we'll just add some Timid Tiger to our orange sky. There, okay. So that's done. Let me close these before I do anything else. Because wouldn't that be bad if I stuck my card in there? I'll just put those aside. And I will need another one, but for right now, we're just going to do this. All right, so now, because this sat here for a little bit, it might, you know, be starting to get dry a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to huff on it to reactivate the ink. And I call this the Darth Vader breath. And the heat from my breath basically reactivates the ink and it wets it, giving me time to stamp it onto my card base, which we're going to do right now. And then we'll let that ink just settle in. And then when you lift it up, watch how cool this is. Isn't that so cool? You've got all those beautiful colors just by adding 4 different inks with your sponge daubers. All right, let me clean that off and I will stamp Happy. I'll probably do it in a Pool Party. Not Happy, Birthday. We already have Happy. Oh, that's good. I also like to use my Stampin' Scrub for this because what happens is sometimes you get those in the grooves. So we're just going to clean that off there. And that just further cleans it. I've had this Stampin' Scrub for years. And at one point I was going to get rid of it, but I'm glad I didn't because I still do use it. And it's good, like I said, to get in all those little grooves. So, all right, so we're going to put that aside. All right, let's get our Pool Party, right? Or should we do it in Coastal in the Summer Splash? Oh, such decisions, right? I think I want to do Pool Party. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp it someplace else, and let's see if we like it. We're going to do this. Is that good? try Summer Splash. I think I like, you know what, I'm going to go with the Pool Party. Because the color isn't so bright on here, I think if we did the other one, it would just overpower it. So let me just clean that off quick, because I'm going back into a clean, lighter color, and I don't want to contaminate it. Now, it wasn't a problem with me going to the darker shade after stamping it with this one, but I don't want to contaminate the dark onto the light. That would not be good. Okay, so let's just stamp this. And I see that I wasn't very even with the happy, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. There. Yeah, I like that much better. And I think you'll agree. All right, so I'm just cleaning that off quick. All right, let's close the ink, and then we can put that on our card. All right, let me start by putting this piece on the inside. Oh, no, did I do that wrong? I think I had an extra. I think I cut an extra piece. I did. Okay, so we don't need this extra piece. All right, so this piece here, oh, that's going to bother me. Oh. So we're just going to add some glue, and then I'm going to put that piece down with dimensionals. Again, we're just going to center this. So, okay, close that up. Add this with some dimensionals here. Okay. All right, so let's put this on the front and see how quick and easy that was, but yet it's such a wow card. And that gold really helps it to complete it. Okay, so we have choices of our, let's see, what are these? Frosted iridescent dots or the shades of green hexagons. I haven't used either one of these. So let's see, should we go with that or this? I think I'm going to do the shades of green hexagons. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's get our take your pick tool. And we're going to go with this color. So put one down here. And we'll take a big one. I might actually do 5. Put one up here. Okay. And then about one down here. So, or maybe 3 is enough. You know what? I think 3 is enough. All right, so there you go, friends. Pretty cool, pretty quick, easy card. And like I said, you can use this with any type of DSP, cardstock, ink color, stamps. It's so versatile, and I'll show you what I mean. So that was our horizontal landscape. Here it is in portrait. And for this one, I used the textured notes, which is the stamp set right here that we use the rope from, the rope stamp. So this is textured notes. How pretty is that? And I used the DSP, I don't remember what this is called. The hearts are either no longer available or they might be in the Last Chance store. So check that out. And then we have the inside. How pretty is that? What do you think? So let me know in the comments, which is your favorite? Do you like this one or this one? I know that they're completely different, but you might have a favorite anyway. I personally like this one best. So just love those browns. Friends, thanks so much again for watching my video. I truly appreciate you. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm hoping to grow it quite a bit this year, and I need your help. Leaving a comment also helps it grow because then others are able to find my video. Friends, until next Tuesday, have a great day. Bye-bye.